Hello and welcome to yet another new project. One of the first things I'm going to have to do is put a flue in. You'll notice I've got a glass hearth on my oak floor that I personally fitted by hand. So either way, a stove of, be it gas, solid fuel, is going to go in here. I'm deciding to put in a 6-inch flue system. 6-inch is the most flexible. It can fit basically any size wood burning stove. It can also work with gas appliances. Obviously electric won't use a flue at all, but it's the most flexible. And that's going to start by pushing the tiles up, revealing where our rafters are, and then measuring the thickness of the wall. Now, a good way for us to do that is we've got a Velux, so we can measure from the inside side of the Velux to the inside of the wall, and also repeat that outside on the roof. And that's how we'll start building a picture of where we're going to cut our hole. Obviously, I've picked the distance here, left to right, fairly arbitrarily. It's what works with the room. What would I like? If you can imagine, if I've got a roof here and I come out right at the bottom, I've got to get above this ridge to get any sort of air movement. Right at the top, I don't actually want to do because it's too far across in the room. So I'm going to be coming out about in the middle. These sorts of jobs where you're stepping outside of building regs and doing what you want, these are always experiments. Every place you do this will be different, every weather system will be different, yada yada. So, welcome to our next project. Obviously at this stage we've cut these down and we've effectively measured off the wall to where our flue is going to end up.
20 off the wall.
So what's 70 mil?
You've got to bear in mind things like distances off the joists, off the rafters, off your plasterboard, and that will depend on the flue you use. I'm probably just going to have a little bit of double skin flue coming through here because I'm going to do a load of single skin coming down so that I can connect lots of different random things.
I can literally zoom in and see the pencil mark.
So at this point, what we're trying to do, we've got the height of the lead and we've got the height of the rafters, and then we've obviously positioned this bracket as high up as we possibly can. What we're trying to do is to get a single length of pipe to just nudge out of the lead and also get into this bracket and the rafter bracket that we're going to put in a minute, so that we can have all of that in one very solidly held length. It looks like that should be easy, but with a steep roof like this, actually you'll use a lot more height than you realise. So thinking about that quite carefully is important, because if we weren't going to achieve our metre length, what we're going to do is have our metre length coming out of the lead, coming through the roof, and then we're going to have another length, and then our bracket is going to be on the second length. Still going to be really stable, but it's obviously just determined by what space we've got. Now obviously we're wanting to do things as well as we possibly can. Now you will generally find that these have a seam. Can you see that? Hopefully you can see there's a little bit of a seam there. But ordinarily you would have that obviously facing the back wall. But because this is right at the top of the roof and basically hidden to us, we don't really want it visible from outside. So we're going to aim that seam at the ridge so that effectively our seam is going to go there,
And this is part of the bracket that's going to make up the rafter support. So this is essentially taking all the weight of the flue, and we're going to bring that down to about halfway. Sorry. Obviously this should be making some sense now to your joist. It holds up the air. Got it. That's in the slot of the bracket, all right?
Yeah.
And some stuff. How's that?
Yeah, you're gonna have to do it by hand.
The open ender.
Ah, it works.
So just trim the back mount now, fold the felt back round, and then we can stick some lead on it. If it's as simple as that, I'll go and have a pint. And out the other side. At this point, this is a very long and laborious process of measuring tiles and cutting them very, very neatly around our flue. So obviously this is currently where we are, and we'll show you the after in a bit. So obviously we have the little adapter to single skin, and we've got to actually connect to stove, but the hard bit is done. That is in, it's solid, it's very solid, it's level, and if we go outside now, we can see the flue on the outlet. storm collar in place. It's sealed. It's drawing, we hope, but we'll find out in a bit. Okay, back another day, and we are gonna connect up a stove and see how we get on. So, these are the really easy bits like the Meccano. That just twist locks in. Obviously our band put a little clip bit at the back so we don't see it. Thank you very much for watching from start to finish our twin wall installation. Obviously there's lots more to come in this new studio building. We're obviously going to have some solid fuel, we're going to have some gas as I've mentioned, some electric stoves, but I hope you've enjoyed it. Obviously if you have any questions about how to install your own twin wall system, there is another video with some further advice on the do's and don'ts of fitting in an outbuilding or doing your own sort of twin wall installation. So I'll link that at the end, but otherwise drop us a comment and a like. Thank you very much.